Hey everybody, this is Chase with I Chase I Dream Life. I am coming to actually do a very quick video about being positive. And not only just being positive, but being positive when you have fears. Because there's a lot of things out here that could scare us. And when you are on the path of going after what you want in life, we typically get a little scared sometimes, and we have all these types of fears that comes into our brains, and we don't understand like really what to do sometimes. I mean, we get through it, or you'll just continue in fear. So here are a few steps, or I should say tips, to help you with that fear. The very first one is to be positive. Stay away from negative people. Always think about your environment and who is in your environment. If they always have something negative to say, if they always can't see the brighter side of things, stay away from them. It's not worth it. They will only bring you down and create more fear within you. The next thing is practice gratitude. Now, this is a very big one, and I know a lot of people skip over this one. Maybe not, on purpose, but it just seems to happen where we aren't truly grateful for all the things in our lives. Even the things that aren't so great that we look at and perceive as not being so wonderful, we still tend to not give thanks for those things. But in gratitude, we have to actually give thanks in all situations in life. And that right there will actually heighten your will to kind of go on and move towards what you want in your life, is to actually be very, very thankful for everything in your world. I mean, just the fact that you're breathing right now, you should be saying that you're thankful. And then just also the third thing would be to keep in mind that there's a bigger world out here. It's not just you. People are going through a lot of different things that you have no idea about. That is why I think the little saying is to be kind to everyone, because you don't know what people are going through. But you should know that this is a big world. And although we are just one person in this world, there's a lot of people that are going through some things that you have no idea about. So just remember that even in your fear, even in your fears, you have to know that someone is facing something even bigger, because sometimes our fears aren't as big as what we perceive them to be. And then, this one I think is one of the best, is to be authentic. Be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. I remember kind of struggling with this. Not that I wanted to be somebody else, but I wasn't 100% comfortable with me as a person in certain ways, because I had been through so many things in life, and I had coped in a lot of different ways. And sometimes I thought that my coping was really me, but that was just how I cope with life. And then when I started to embrace and be authentic and be trustworthy for myself, then it started to like take on a whole nother life of its own. And then I realized that I am good enough. No matter what anyone thinks, anyone says, I am perfectly and wonderfully made, and God is everything, and he did this over here. So I mean, he did that over there too, whoever watching this, and you're perfectly and wonderfully made as well. So just be authentic, be true to yourself, be true to you, whatever that looks like, and acknowledge when you aren't doing something well. It's okay. We're not meant to do everything perfect. We're not supposed to be perfectionists in everything in our world. Like, that's not what we're called to do. But just be passionate, be bold in whatever it is that, that makes you you. And, I'm kind of silly a lot of times. And so sometimes I used to think that that might have been, the reasons why certain things, just certain parts of my life. And I realized that I'm a goofball. Like, I love to have fun. I love to laugh. And I love to, I like to kick it real though. But I just, and I thought that that may have been a deterrent for some people. But now that I've embraced me, if you don't like how I come across, it's okay with me. It's not a big deal. It's okay. And, another thing about combating your fear is to create a successful library of people that you know that are doing things that are, that are successful at doing certain things that maybe that you even want to do. It's okay to look at someone else's accomplishments and their success, and I wouldn't say emulate because that's a sin, but to definitely learn from what they're doing. Learn and then make it your own. Be authentic with you. Make it your own. So whatever that looks like, don't copy exactly what somebody else is doing necessarily, but reinvent it for yourself. Look at what they're doing and then say, you know what, I'm going to do it this way. I like what they're doing and that's really helpful or useful or something that I can do, but I'm going to make it my own. So make it always your own, but always look at other people that are, that are definitely successful. Which brings me to the next point. Learn. No. You don't understand what I'm saying. Learn. Take time to study and research things, because if you're not learning, you're dying. That's really what that means, because you're not growing. And we all are meant to grow. That is our nature. This is what this world is about, growth. Everything has a season. Everything grows at its own pace. There's nothing of haste or, I can't make stuff grow in me as much as I want to. It's just like if you think about your hair, for us ladies out there or men that, want to grow hair, it's going to happen at its own pace. Yes, you can do a little things here and you can do some of these things, but the ultimate thing is that you have to follow some type of regimen and it will grow. It will grow, trust me. So it's the same thing with us in our minds, our mental. We have to grow. And so to grow means you have to learn. That means you have to pick up a book. You have to go to a seminar. You have to learn from other people that are doing things that you want to do. And then this one, I think a lot of people have a problem with this. And I can say for myself that this is something that I have struggled with, and sometimes I still have to check myself. Like, look, hey, wait a minute, you ain't balancing your life. Because at one point, because I was just, I don't know, I think it was more passion than it was anything else. Like, I was just really in tune to learning, and I got swept up, and I was neglecting other parts of my life because of that, which I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Now, there's some things you can get swept up in that's not good, and then your life is off balance. But you have to try your best to balance your life. We all need time to just relax. We all need times for reflection. We all need time for silence. Time to just don't say anything and just allow your brain to think. We have to study at at a certain time. Excuse me, but those things have to be put into balance. So, it's not like you're going to get all of this stuff and then all your fears are going to just, dissipate. But what it means is that I learned a statement, and I really do love it. And I believe it's a book because I did read this book as well. Yeah, it is a book. I had to read because I read so much, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I'm always reading. It's like you have fears, do it anyway. So even when you have things that are looking a little like, man, I don't know if I can do it anyway. Try, put your best foot forward and just really try, because you know what? We are creatures of habit. And one of the things is, if you create a habit, if you keep going towards something that you want, you'll eventually get it. I'm not going to tell you how long that could take because it's different for everyone. But if you have a fear, if you have something that's inside of you that you're just like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can, do this, start making steps towards it. Because what making steps towards it means is that you're building your confidence. And anytime that you can build your confidence, oh, you're going far. Because confidence is the foundation of anything dealing with success. Once you know that you can, you can. And once you feel that I can go this extra mile, you will want to. So try to always build really good habits, and I heard this phrase, of course it was in a book that I read, And it says, form a good habit and become its slave. So what that tells us is that, yeah, you may have fears. It may be some things that you're fearful of. And I'll go into another video about some of those things that we fear, especially when we're on our road to making our dreams come true, or we have set goals that we were like, this is what it is. And maybe we didn't get there at the date that we had set, and it's okay if you didn't, because what you did was build confidence to let everyone know, and yourself more importantly, that you can get there. So just remember that the road to success is not without fear. I've had fear, and I still have some fears that I try to work on, and I try to do it anyway. You know what I mean? So that I would put that out to everyone that's watching this video. You may have something inside of you that you're like, ooh, I don't know. Start moving towards it. Start moving towards it, because what will happen is you will attract what you're moving towards. It'll come towards you. Now, I can't tell you a time. I'm not going to tell you that because it's not true. But I can tell you that there are things to help with that process. And one of the things that help with the process is having someone to keep you accountable. Yes, I am a life coach, but I just know even in my personal life that if I tell someone that I'm going to do this, say for instance, working out, I've been on working out over and over and over and over again for the last 2 months, almost 3 months actually. And, it started with me making up my mind. I had fears because I have an illness that, that sometimes, it'd be on something else. But, that's not the point. The point is that I set my mind to it. And even if I didn't do a lot that day, I did something. And so what my point is that even if you have a fear of some sort, still go after what you want. I'm telling you, you will not be, you'll be excited about your progress and all the things that you're doing. I promise you that. So if this video is for you, thumbs it up, like it, share it. It might inspire somebody to just keep going, because we all face fears of some sort in our lives. And we just need someone to believe in us. And I believe in you. I just want you to know that. I really do believe that everyone has the capability to get to where they want in life. And I don't shake or waver from that. Now, if it's something bad, I can't, condone all that. But I'm saying if it's a real, true goal and it's something that you've been dreaming of doing, I stand behind it, and I believe that you can make it and that you can do it, okay? So, all right, this is Chase with I Chase, I Dream Life. I am going to be doing a lot more videos. I know I've been slacking a little bit, but whatever, that's just how I go. I've been really focused on trying to get my book out. And so now that the time has come, I know I'm going to even be busier, but I'm going to make time. I'm going to make time to actually come to you guys and just, talk on a subject. I do this a lot with the Dream Work of Dallas. I do this every other Monday. I do this. I come and I stand in front of people and I tell them, we'll pick a subject about how this works with success. And that's kind of what I'm going to be doing in the video form as well. You're not going to get everything here. So it is beneficial if you come out, because it's a lot more going on and it's a lot of more personal kind of time or whatever. But yeah, I just want you all to go after your dreams. It's, I chase, I dream, I chase, I dream, I chase, I dream. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to chase your dreams because it's important. It is very necessary for your own well-being. You will not believe how wonderful you will feel when you make up your mind that this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And then I start working on it. It does something. It builds that wonderful confidence that I was just talking about. So you all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. And just remember that no fear is bigger, too big that you can't stomp on it and get it out the way. That's probably a little goofy, but anyway, I believe in you. So y'all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.